Which one's yours?
Let's see, you let the blue pass on that.
No.
Let's just circle it up with
Department heads.
Gina's got to sign. I'm going to check off that bottom.
What's that?
Gina's going to check it off, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kate. She just needs to check off that
your
bottom
logo.
piece, but I would say if you email her, send her a
It's just black and
copy,
white.
and she replies, yes, I certify, you can just attach the email to
The only
the
thing that's
email.
interesting about it.
Yeah.
For that matter, like the one where it was just that one.
You inherited it, I don't understand it either.
We don't give them a credit.
Okay, you pay less money for,
You do not pay for the sewer. You pay for the water, but
Okay.
not for the sewer.
so that's why it's less, you don't, as soon as it goes through.
But you pay the full price for water.
Okay.
There's no break on that.
Discounts and
It's
stuff.
just not sewer because it's not going through the sewer.
Okay, that makes
Right.
sense, I just,
Yeah.
I was just making, all I was just like, it's a credit or discounted rate. I was like, that makes no sense, we're discounting water for your pool.
It's discounted like the whole water and sewer together.
Water and sewer is one price, when it doesn't go to the sewer, it gets another price, that's why I think that,
Where
yeah.
did they drain the water?
I usually, they drink Kate's water somewhere, they just read their own pool, I don't really find it.
Not into the sewer system.
They're
It
the
doesn't
ditch.
go through the wastewater treatment plant.
And that's why it's less. That makes
That's
sense.
the key.
That
I
makes
didn't
sense.
think it was
Yeah.
supposed to go in the sewer either.
It doesn't go in the sewer. That's
No,
what
the
I'm
sewer goes back in wastewater and it's treated and reused.
saying. Right.
Like your water for
The pool water.
bathtub. The pool water, when you fill it, because it never goes back into the sewer, so that's why they take the sewer rate off it.
Right.
Your pool, you know it empties their pool. They use it to top it off.
Right.
Yeah.
If they're not hiring one of the companies to bring in a
Yeah.
truck. then
They brought in 3 trucks to fill that pool, and then they still use the city water.
Yeah.
Right, I just understood, like, that makes sense. Maybe there's a reason to it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's called a credit because you're crediting them for the sewer. When the
Yeah.
bill is calculated, the
Because
sewer is
sewer-
calculated, so then you credit that amount.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. As to, Dave Gaskell was hoping to join us. It doesn't look like maybe he's going to make it, but I want to get your earlier question, because that was before we started. I want to get that on the record so that he can look at it and we can go
Well,
from
you
there.
don't feel like it's worth it, so don't.
No, I did not say it was not worth it. I said that I don't think that it's an issue.
What is the question? I wasn't here for it.
I just had said that I thought where Steve Green had the property across the street from here in Park, that he shouldn't have himself on the vote on the sale, because he's been insisting on selling it quickly. And I think that that benefits his property.
Sure, I would say it does.
I mean, I think if you have
Maybe
to,
not.
I think any sale of any property in Berlin's going to affect, if that's the case, then I think the sale of any property in Berlin is going to affect anyone else's property.
I was-
Where do you draw the line about how close someone's property is.
One
Is
that's
there-
directly
is
across
there-
the street.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what if someone 3 blocks away, where's the line? Is there a specific line where it's too close?
I think
Or
that.
distance and zoning.
My point was, they're two completely separate pieces of property, they're owned by, obviously, entirely different entities. If an individual person or their corporation was benefiting directly from the sale of one of those properties, that would become an ethics question. But in this case, they are two separate properties under